Hi guys, it's me Maria. I was guided to make this video. It is 5:55 on Friday the 21st of May. It is today Gemini, the sign of Gemini, which is my birthday's in June. Both have a birth date and an adopted date. They're both different birth certificates with very different timelines. But anywho, so today marks the solar return, right, of Gemini. And so this is under Mercury, which is, of course, we talk about the ruling planets and astrology. It's just amazing stuff. But I feel so good, and such amazing things have happened. So I just wanted to do a channel because it actually feels like I'm being asked to do a channel, which is very rare. For those of you that have followed my work, you know that I've always channeled my higher self, whether it was, whatever different aspect I was tapping into of consciousness, whether it was the dragon, the Dracon, right, consciousness, or whether it was the angelic, or whether it was the Arcturians, or the Andromedans, or the Pleiadians, or Syrians, Lyrians, whatever. Um, I have always kind of channeled higher aspects of myself. I've never really have been asked to just be a clear channel. And so it's a new thing for me, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, hit that, that like button and do all the good stuff. And, let me know that it's something that feels good to you too, because it kind of feels good to me to have to, not have to, but to be called to stop everything I'm doing and channel at 555. Woo! On this beautiful day of my natal return, I feel so good today, and I've gotten so many things done. So, anywho, the energy, or what I'm being asked to do at first, I didn't understand, and then the what I called Pachamama came through, which Pachamama would be to me like the Spanish or the Latin version of Mother Earth, right? They call her Pachamama. And of course, I have a really awesome shaman's tarot deck or oracle deck. Excuse me, throat chakra. That has her card in it, and I saw it as well as heard it. Lately, my messages have been coming in like braided, like in twos. I don't know if this is happening to anybody else, but it's kind of cool. But it can be like, it's almost like having the volume on too loud. I'm still trying to find a station, and they're cranking up the volume. I mean, it can make for some massive intuitive hits. But anywho, moving on, people, moving on. So Pachamama came through talking about the earth, and which of course talks about Mother Earth and that divine feminine, and the way that it expresses itself. She expresses herself, right? And what I understood is that right now, how, if you were to be the earth speaking, like what would Mother Earth say to us, right? What would she, it needs to be acknowledged, two things that she came through very clear. And that number one was that she knows everything that's going on, everything. The earth consciousness knows everything that's going on. It's whether it's organic, whether it's out in nature through the root system of the plants and the trees and its own web, or through the the animal system, or through the quantum systems and the matrix. It doesn't really matter. She knows it. She knows that it's her inner grids. She knows, and so she knows what's needed, and she knows what's not. And I think that what she was trying to say is, one, for me to let go, right? Because I love the earth, and I love trees, and I love all these things, and I've been gifted an opportunity, right, to be in a different environment. And it has shocked me how much I have had a hard time letting go of the trees, right? What I call my Georgia trees or my Florida trees, my South Carolina trees. I mean, I had just trees, in Alabama. I had trees when I was in Alabama too. So it's kind of like, it just kind of made me realize how attached I am and grounded, which is surprising because 10 years ago when I had my spontaneous awakening, I shot out, into the stratosphere, kind of my consciousness elevated to the extent where I was so connected to spirit. There was nothing grounding me to the earth. And so she kept trying to, the message that she was trying to say is that we have to trust the process. We have to trust that we're here for a reason, and we have to trust that everything we feel, just because we feel that there's change coming, does not mean that it's going to be a catastrophic thing. And this is what we're needing to discern. As a collective, we have been in a down spiral, in a negative cycle, in a very, very patriarchal, distorted patriarchal system. The grids have deteriorated to such a distorted patriarchal system that, that's like, if you really think about it, if you really stop and view the whole thing, yeah, we're being persecuted, but you know what? Every single person on this planet is being persecuted for one thing or another. If you're the top 1%, you're being persecuted by the 99%. And if you're the 99%, you're being persecuted by the 1%. And if you're in the middle, you're still being persecuted in the class. It doesn't really matter because right now everything is just meshed up. So, and the truth is that because of that, right, it is impossible for us to be able sometimes to discern because we're all in a brand new territory as newly upgraded empaths and intuitives. That's what, evolution has kind of really pushed us into a new level of being empaths and intuitives, and along with that, all the clairs are activating, right? So and now they're starting to set up binary systems, so we're having to, we're starting to have messages that both come, let's say, with a sound and then a smell. There's this unification of the language of light that's happening within us. And as a collective, right, as our heart, the more that we open up our heart, the more that we connect through the heart to the truth of the universe, the true umbilical, our soul. And when that happens, of course, that's when we really are able to step into our manifestation, or in terrorists, we would say the empress mode of this earth, which is, not kings and queens, but you're the emperors, you're the creators, you are the creators, and that formulate the new ways, and that's what's happening right now. You have all these creators being born, right, into a world where, due to the circumstances we find ourselves in, we have to find new ways, right, to reconnect, and new ways to make a living, and new ways to, to pay the bills, and new ways to look at the bills. So there's a massive reevaluation at global level going on, and if there's now, it doesn't matter who you are or who you're not. It's going on by everyone, and that's just the way it's meant to be. It's a planetary test, so to speak, for our species. So going back to Mother Earth, and specifically Pachamama, and what she said was that we had to let go and trust that right now, souls that are here and souls that are being born, they're all part of the solution. They're not part of the problem. And when we sense that there's going to be a shift, or, in tarot, of course, we call it the tower. We sense there's going to be a tower moment. We've been programmed almost to immediately train ourselves to think that it's going to be a bad thing. And that's what she was trying to get to. Stop the programming, right? Stop whatever that all is. Stop and no longer think. Allow yourself to open up to the opportunity that what you really are feeling are miracles and blessings. But because of the fact that you haven't really felt that before to this extreme, to this intensity with all your senses, you know, bang on at 5D, right? So you're mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and energetically aligned to 500 hertz or higher, right? You're fully planted in 5D, the frequency of peace. And then from here, we connect to spirit because it's the frequency of silence and of the planet. And then we go on to, you know, do work in all different other dimensions, kind of like, you know, guardian angels, except we're no longer in training in many ways. We're now here to really support and assist those that are going through the awakening process, because it is a process. It is a divine process. And I think that the earth right now is asking us to trust the process. Mother Earth, Pachamama, coming through both North, South, Central America, both North Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, doesn't really matter. Trust the process, that the earth and that there's a higher level of consciousness, not just at creator level, like at universal level, but right here on this earth, that, you know, Mother Earth, Father Earth, right, a very specific twin flame energy, that, you know, we have to trust. Again, that we are children of God, if you wish to say so, or explain it in that way. And, you know, Yahweh, or Yah. And so because of that, we have to trust that we have parents that maybe can't be seen but are still here. And that's what she was trying to get through, is that because just because you don't feel protected by the earth or loved by the earth, or can't quite, you know, get settled into the earth or land or root or whatever you wish to call it, right? Because we've come out of our regular, you know, chakra system. As we come out of our crown, right, we come out out of the ultraviolet, you know, the violet frequency. We go into space, into the dark, and it begins again root, and that comes in as the magenta frequency, right? And then we have the same system, but it's in the dark. It's you know, we don't just exit from one chakra system into nothingness. And the fourth dimensional chakra system is in the dark. That's why it's a neon system, and it's in many ways lit up and fluorescent. The fifth dimensional frequency chakra system is also very different. So anywho, leave down in the comments if you want me to explain the 3 chakra systems that are activating right now on this earth, because that'd be kind of cool. Anywho, I would love whatever you guys are interested in. So Mother Earth coming through saying, let go. I bathe in the energies, right, as we go into this month of June, into this solar solstice. We're about to go into a full moon, a lunar eclipse. I mean, you know, it's like thunder, lightning, the way you love me is frightening. Ooh, you better knock on wood or get a boat, man. It's like we can feel it, right? And I guess whatever it is that we feel, yeah, allow ourselves to feel it and pray about it and gain clarity, and maybe fast if you have a vision or something. But also kind of trust and let go, you know, let go and know that it's a gift, that you are picking up on the energies, and you're kind of being retrained to speak the language of miracles and blessings after we've been speaking the language of pain and suffering. And, you know, so it's kind of like a new language. When I came to the United States when I was 10 years old, I didn't speak English. I'd like to think 46 years later I speak English, but you never know. Sometimes it comes out wonky. But anywho, that was today's message for today. You know, yeah, accept and pay attention and love yourself, but also trust the process and trust Mother Earth, and know that there's infinite higher levels of consciousness and creators and powers and good, right? Whatever that is, that malevolent good of creation that is assisting us in ways that really and truly are incomprehensible to us. Yeah, baby. Okie dokie smoky, that's it. Friday, 555, so, you know, super cool. I love you guys. I hope you are having a wonderful day. It is beautiful here. I am about to take off on an incredible adventure. Yay! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I have to tell you all about it. Also check the video I just posted about my little Beatrice, which is a rescue puppy. My rescue puppy, my little Beatrice, she showed up one night. A neighbor brought her in the middle of the night. She was almost dead, and you know, supposedly I rescued her, but you know, don't let her kid you. She rescued me. But anyways, I love her and I wanted to share her with you guys, so I posted my first video I ever made of her. So I hope you enjoy it. T-shirts coming. Follow your heart, shine your light, walk your path, and great news coming. And I love you guys. And oh, for those that wonder, I celebrate my birthday the whole month of June. So happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Maria. Even though we're not in June yet, but we're almost there because today the sun went that way. Happy birthday to me and many more. All right, guys, I love you. Besito, besitos. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the evening, and I hope that my message helped. And share, like, subscribe, and do all the good stuff. Besitos, como siempre. Ciao.